Those who went out earlier have a couple of hours off duty.
100 missions to be flown, 100 bridges to be blown. On my left and right, the rest of my flight help keep me alive in my 105. Till 100 missions I myself have flown.
No matter what they do or how relaxed they seem, pilots always wonder what tomorrow's target will be. A milk run or a tough one? The answer comes at about 1800 hours, when flight planning for the next morning's strike starts. Usually, flight planning takes 2 or 3 hours. On a new tough target, that time can easily be doubled. A fragmentary order, FRAG for short, comes to the Wing Tactical Operations Center and is the small part of the overall order that relates to the fighter wings. The orders come down from DOD and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Then, at wing level, they are broken down and missions assigned to the squadrons. There are many frags that make up a day's total coordinated effort.
We believe this essential to help safeguard the freedom of South Vietnam and to save the lives of those South Vietnamese, Americans, Australians, New Zealanders, and Koreans who are fighting to ensure that freedom.
The aircraft our pilots fly are compact, highly maneuverable machines. They have the inherent speed and versatility to be effective in air-to-air or air-to-ground combat. But they are only machines. They must be maintained. The record of keeping flying hours at a rate 3 times normal use speaks loudly and clearly for the kind of men who work with their hearts as well as with their minds and hands. Men are brave in many ways, and there are many ways in which a man can show his courage. Courage can't be judged by a casual glance or the sound of a voice. Any fighting man will tell you, you must know fear in order to find your true strength. Want a portrait of a hero? Take a snapshot of a pilot, or another, or another. Move your camera out to the line for long shots or for close-ups. Carry it inside aircraft vehicle control to watch the men who often don't even see the planes they help keep flying. Let your camera travel into the air to fly with the men of the Aerospace Rescue and Recovery Service. You'll never find a man who thinks himself a hero or even considers himself as particularly brave. But they all share a common bond and a common pride. They are all working members of the same fighting team, fighting each in his own way, to try to slow down and, if possible, to break down the flow of supplies to the south and to adversely affect the will of North Vietnam toward carrying on their aggressive operations. The total task is large, and yet, as it always is, each small fragment of that total is very personal. Men may live 3,000 miles or more apart back home in the States, but here there are no state lines, no county lines, no country boys or city boys. No one asks their social position or who their ancestors might or might not have been. Nor do we as a nation know what we as a nation have done to have deserved men such as these. Perhaps they reflect the courage and the strength instilled in them by their mothers and their fathers. Perhaps it is the heritage of men who came before, men who stood at Concord Bridge, men who walked through Chateau Thierry, through the Ardennes Forest, and the undergrowth of Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima. Men who ranged the skies over Pacific atolls and over Africa and Europe half a world away. We do not know what we have done to produce men such as these, but we do know these are our men, our fathers, our sons, our brothers. It is only right that not only should we be proud of them, we can be proud of them.